paradise, the place you long for all your life. University, manifesting all your dreams. With paradise, your land is home. Writing contracts on your own. Protect your loved ones every day. Knowledge goes a long, long way. University for me. University for me. Everybody, welcome. University for me. Yes, 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 yes. UNA. Yeah. Hey, love. Get some of these scissors. Probably not being to be advertising for these people. Hold on. I don't want to be advertising for them. They're not having this. Every day, long way. Yes, 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 yes. UNA. Yeah, welcome, and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. I'm your Julie Reed. I'm here representing now. Today, now you see the UNARepublic logos up back there, but we got a new channel we're opening, and it's called WSW. WSW stands for We Stay Winning. We Stay Winning. So that's a new channel we have, and on this channel we're going to be able to go into so many different things. Because UNA, I have to be on the law and all these other topics, and they tend to be very heavy. But WSW, We Stay Winning, is going to give me an opportunity to go into some fun things, some lighter things. And today's session is a review. It's a movie review of a Country Wayne's movie called Strange Loves. Hello, Shelly from the block. Welcome all my people on TikTok. Royal, Keys, Monty, Eltude, welcome. Royal, Robert, King, Christina, thank you for joining. I want y'all to like and share, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and thank you so much. Royal said UNA remix. That's right. Ardell says, I've done everything up to Minnesota 220. Now, I have no idea what that is, but okay. Congratulations. Inspired a new me. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so today I'm going to do a review. We're going to be doing a review of Country Wayne's movie called Strange Love. All right. Now, this session is sponsored by These Nuts. These Nuts. D''Z. That stands for Deebleries Nuts. All right. This is a new brand we have. I'm excited about this product. You can find the link in the bio. And I'm telling you, you want to get these nuts. You want to bite these nuts. When you're watching this movie, all right, you're going to be happy. Now, I want you to know we've got several brands of these nuts. These are the unsalted nuts. And then we have salted these nuts. And then we have spicy these nuts. And then we got chocolate covered these nuts. And we got peanut butter cups these nuts. These are by Dropping Jewels. Why? Because Divas dropping jewels. All right. So y'all can get these. The link is in the bio. Delicious. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try them. I love all these. But let me tell you what I really love to do. These are the chocolate covered nuts right here. I love, okay, this is chocolate covered nuts. All right. And then these are spicy nuts. And normally, y'all know I do not eat on camera. Bad things happen when you eat on camera, but good things gonna happen today because I'm ready to enjoy these. And then my salted nuts and the peanut butter cups are delicious. Little mini peanut butter cups. Well, I'm gonna try these because y'all need to see how they make me smile. Right? So when you watching a movie, as a matter of fact, when I was watching the movie, I was eating these nuts. And I like to mix them with my spicy nuts. These are spicy nuts and the chocolate covered nuts. And the salted roasted nuts. Find the link in the bio. Delicious. Okay. Let me pull out the peanut butter cups. So you'll be able to get all 5 of these. Now, that's delicious. Peanut butter cup. There are many peanut butter cups. On the back, that right there is a financial instrument. Okay. Now, this is something we have been wanting to put out for quite some time with UNA, where we have our own currency. Now, we told you all, and real quick, I'm gonna get into the session. But I need to know, remember, we got coinage. We got coins. This will be considered our paper currency, and then we have a digital currency as well. So these are on the blockchain. So, but yeah, these are financial instruments, and you get to partner with UNA in this investment. All right. So beautiful. Now, let me go into this thing before let me eat one more. These nuts, delicious. You got to get them. Find the link in the bio. They're delicious. Okay, so let's get into this. Wait a minute. Let me get one more. Can't just have one of these nuts. All right. So let me get into this. Country Wayne's movie, entitled "Strange Love," and I want to get into it and talk about what happened. I'm gonna try not to spoil the ending for you, but as you all know, thank you for liking and sharing. Find the link in the bio if you want to get these nuts. Okay. So let me get into this. Most of y'all who watch my sessions know we don't normally deal with trending topics or anything like that. But I did have the opportunity to see this movie with Country Wayne, and I wanted to just drop a line on what it is, how I felt about this session. So, Shelly, hey, Lo. Shelly says she loves nuts. You better get some. All right. So Country Wayne has this movie out, and as a matter of fact, I was going to read the title of it to you, because basically it's dealing with how Country or his character. And as a matter of fact, let me pull up my little characters on here. He and his wife, they're having issues in their marriage because he's feeling as though he's just not getting enough sex. All right. Now, for me, this is considered a horror movie, over 18. So it does have its sexual parts about it. And I did watch it. Now, for me, I do not like horror movies, and I do not like overly sexual movies either. Okay. And so when I was, what made me fall in love with this movie was this little scene that I saw where Country Wayne was moving. They were moving into the house. Let me see if I can play it. I'm going to play it here real quick, and let's get into the movie review. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can play this clip, and Prabhat, if you can put my shared screen up, I sure would appreciate it. All right, so you'll see some of the characters from Country Wayne's skits in this movie. All right, so let me see if I can play this. Now, I do not own the rights to this movie, and that's not what I'm looking for. I do not own the rights to this movie, so fair share or fair viewing or fair whatever that is. But make sure we run the make sure we run the clip on here where we have fair sharing. So I'm pulling up this session with Country Wayne, Kountry Wayne, and the name of his movie is called Strange Love. I want to run this Strange Love trailer. It's what made me fall in love with the movie, really. All right, so oh great. Let me unmute this. Unfortunately, it's not unmuted. This is gonna cause some issues. Yeah, that's gonna cause some issues. All right, I'm not gonna be able to play it because I'm not gonna go through. Okay, now, so basically, if you're looking at the screen, this guy right here, I loved his character, so we're gonna go through it. But the way they interacted on this scene, that's what made me really want to see this movie. Let me move it over a little bit. So you're seeing this right here on the screen. This part, this trailer. So go check this trailer out. And I loved it, and that made me go ahead and buy the movie. One a big fan of the guy who's in the back, that guy in the truck, but the guy who's here, their interaction was beautiful. So let me get into this movie and tell you what I'm going to critique it. I'm going to tell you what I like and whether or not I give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. All right, I'm going to give it a grade. So in this movie, once again, Country Wayne's character and his wife, and I'm going to put their images up here. They were having marital issues because they were in a rundown apartment, and the neighbors were doing what neighbors do when they in the hood. So they were being loud and rowdy. And Country Wayne's wife was like, "We need to get out of this house." So Country Wayne decided, we're gonna buy a house, and they go and buy this house. In this house, they were looking at the price of the house. Now the house went from $10,000, $20,000, I think, down to $10,000. So I know there's an issue with the house. And they move into the house, and it ends up being a haunted house. So let's get into what was good about the movie and what was not. I want to talk about the characters. Now, I love this guy's character. I want to talk about who stepped up in the movie and who didn't. this is his wife, and I'm going to go through some of the characters. This was his best friend here, if you're looking at it. And I want to talk. It's funny that I'm seeing this scene because, like, the guy here, he was a helper in the movie. I wasn't a fan of his character at all, as you can see. But anyway, I want to go through this now. So we've got Country Wayne. These are the characters here. He played Deshaun, and so as they're going into what I loved about it is, of course, this is comedy. I love comedy. It was very funny. I think his wife, the character that played his wife, which was Marquita Goings, I think she did a great job. I think Country Wayne, of course, he was funny. He did a great job. He did what Country Wayne does in his sessions. Now, the other thing about me, and by the way, I'm not like, I don't watch Country Wayne's clips. I've seen some of them, but I'm not a fan of things that have a to be continued. If it's to be continued, I'm not going to really watch it, because after I got finished watching soap operas and I got myself unhooked from that, I refuse to go back to that. So I'm sure he has some great skits. I don't know, but I got to give him props up on his movie. This was a great movie. I really did enjoy it. I'm going to tell you what the grade is afterwards. And then Megan, the woman who played his wife, Marquita, Megan was her name. It was very funny. She was, I think she did her part. Now, what was so funny is her job was a phone sex operator. That's what she did. And so here she is, a phone sex operator, and she's getting men off on the phone, but her husband is going at it with her because he was saying, hey, when you gonna take care of me? All right. So you got Carl here, who is from Martin Show. He was in it, and his character was pretty funny. I think he did a good job. I think he stepped up because he put a spin on the character. The character had a lisp, and of course, this is based in Atlanta. So it was a fun. The hair, y'all gonna see it. I was like, can somebody, the hair. So he played the real estate agent who sold them this haunted house. Now, a lot of you all know Rolanda. They call her Ro or Rochelle. She played Dr. Stephanie. And I'm going to say this. They had a seance. I want to point out my favorite parts of this movie was when they had this seance where Ro came in to do, or Dr. Stephanie came in to do a seance on the house. That was so funny. It was hilarious because it made you want to be a part of it, because Rose starts moaning. And everybody starts moaning, and it made you want to join in on what was going on in the seance. But that part was one of my favorite parts. Yeah, it was the favorite part. I liked, you got another character. Her name was, I'm going to tell you what her name was because I thought she did an excellent job. Marge played an older woman who came in after Rose's character couldn't do the seance. After Rose's character couldn't do the seance, then you got Marge that comes in. And I think she stepped up in her role. She went to the tears. She brought out tears. So if I'm looking at two people who stepped up for me in this role, I would say these two, Paul Van Scott, who was Clarence, and Marge. They stepped up. Now, this is not to say, Wayne did his thing. Marquita did her thing. But I need to talk about, I'm talking about the scenes that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed Marge because Marge, even though her role was small, his role, Paul, he had a small role, but they played it. They played it up. They put their, what I call their taste, their touch on it. This was like when I had a band, I would always tell my band members, I'm like, this is the music, all right? However, I need you to put your signature on this music. Don't just play the song. No, put your signature on it. That's when I knew we had a good set. All right. So with this, those two, Patrice Lovely and Pat Mascott, they put their signature on their parts. I can see that. Now, not to say that everybody else didn't do a good job, and I'm gonna tell you what I would like to have seen. All right, so that one is one I enjoyed. I like the scene where the ghost got a hold of Megan's character and dragged her out the front door. I love that. I enjoyed the one-liners Country Wayne was doing. It was hilarious. It was a fun. You're gonna laugh all the way through the movie. It was funny. And I liked the scene. Now they had some scenes for the men. They had scenes for the men whereby Candace, the ghost, was on the bed. She's doing her thing. This is when Deshaun, or Country Wayne's character, was having these visuals of this ghost in his house. And eventually he does end up sleeping with this ghost. So one of the things, as I said, I don't like overly sexual movies. And even though this movie dealt a lot with sex, I didn't find it to be overly sexual. As a matter of fact, any kind of sexual parts it had in it, they were funny. The movie was funny. Also, they took care to not put in a lot of bad or curse words. They went through, great efforts to make sure that the language was not overly harsh in this movie. So I really do appreciate that about the movie. And all the characters, they came together well. Now, I'm going to tell you about the characters that I feel could have stepped up or are green and need some work. That being said, I want it to be made clear, I love the movie. I was happy with what with paying for it. I was happy that I did it. So, of course, I already told you about the guy who was on the back of the truck. Wasn't a big fan of his. However, I want to talk about this ghost, the one woman who played the ghost. There were two ghosts. One of them was Candace the ghost, which was Erica Pinkett, and then the other one was Shirley Pearson. Now, you might have seen Shirley Pearson on some other movies. She's short. I don't want to be politically incorrect, but a short person. And every time I see her in the movie, I always know this is going to be some good stuff. But she played one of the ghosts in the movie. And then there was Erica Pinkett, who played the lead ghost. Now, Erica Pinkett, I feel, could have done a better job on the ghost. She did good, not that she did terrible. But if I had to rate it, I would say a 7. All right. I'm giving grades now. Brandon, yeah, I would say a 3 because his character wasn't. Yeah, he had a funny role when he ran out after being experienced in the ghost, but he's okay. Now, Rolanda's character, where she played Dr. Stephanie, I think, again, if I had to give it a grade, I would give it a 7 because she didn't put her signature on it. She tried, she put a little bit something on it, but it could have been even over the top. So when we're talking about movies that are classics, is that way because the characters, all the characters are like over the top. And this is a great movie. However, I think she could have come with it a little bit more. Also, the best friend who played Chip, Michael Anthony. And I know, he plays in a lot of roles and a lot of people know him, but I don't think, I'd give him a 6 in this role. And I'm going to talk about some things that I would like to have seen different in this. Sherry, I loved Sherry. Sherry was the Chip's wife. I loved her. She did a great job. I think her chemistry with her and Megan, their chemistry was excellent. So I loved them. But now, this is the main one that I have, I wanted to talk about. Michael Anthony's character who played Chip. I think that he could have here's the thing. You cannot rely on your looks. It can't just be, well, I'm good looking, so I'm going to come in this party. You got to put a signature on it. He did it. I know he did. Some of the things that he did were funny, but I felt that he could have put a signature on this role. And so I'm going to say some of the things that I wasn't a fan of. Like he was, I think, is a mechanic. I need to see you do some mechanic stuff. Yeah, it was said that he was lazy, but he had crutches. Why are you with crutches? See, I didn't understand his character. Where is this guy? Paul had a better character development than, which is the guy who was moving the furniture. His wife, he had a wife. He married a woman that wasn't a woman. That's what he did. I knew what his character was about, and he was funny. He put his signature on that role, whereas I didn't see that with the Chip character. And that character, he needed to have something that made him likable. I didn't know really, I didn't feel like I knew his character, and he didn't bring it out to me. So that's one of the things about his character. I didn't feel a good character development. And then going back to Sean, or Country Wayne's character, Deshaun, he was a handyman. So I'm just giving you my things that left a little bit to be desired. I would like to have seen him do something as a handyman that made it look like he wasn't really a good handyman. Now, yeah, that he had something where he was wrestling with the door or whatever. No, dude, I need to see you drilling something. You got a drill in your hand. You got to use it, because the drill becomes a person now. Now you got to use it. You got to put it to work. He never did that. So that was my only thing, because I like character development. Now, when I go in, I go, I'm just doing a critique, but so those were my little takeaways that kind of made me go, okay, I need to see him do some work. I know he's not a good service person. I get that. Now do something that shows me how bad of a service person you are. He didn't do that. He just kept playing with the drill and playing with the door, and the door fell. That is like, come on, you got to do something. And the same thing with the character over here, Chip, who I never saw do anything, and his character wasn't really likable. I didn't know him. I didn't feel him. I felt his wife more so than I felt him. So I just felt like he didn't put his signature on it. But overall, and I would not give away the ending, but overall, like if I had to give this movie a grade, I would say it's an 8, and almost at an 8.5. If certain things would have stepped up, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that it wasn't overly sexual. There were some sex scenes in it, so you don't want to have anybody under 18. They should not be watching this. And the language wasn't explicit, overly explicit, to the point where it was hard to take. I really enjoyed it. So I would say get the movie, and when you watching the movie, bite these nuts. D''Z for Diva Larie's Nuts. Find the link in the bio, all right? Because this session is sponsored by Dropping Jewels, because Diva's dropping jewels, pun intended. All right, y'all got any comments? Anybody else watch the movie? I want you to tell me in the comment section below, if you watched the movie, what you thought, all right? And make sure you biting these nuts while you watch the movie. Diva Larie, I gotta get up out of here. I want y'all to know I love you. I appreciate you. And I think we're gonna see you all next time. Bye. Yes. UNA.